is excused for the public hearing.
Thank you very much. Item number 3, persons wishing to address the council in writing or verbally on any item not on this agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I do not have any public participation. For the public hearing.
Thank you very much. Algo. Okay. Item number 4, CDBG Annual Action Plan Public Hearing. Item A, the purpose of this public hearing is to allow public participation regarding the CDBG Annual Action Plan for fiscal year 2022. Ms. Gonzalez, do we have anything that you'd like to share with us, please?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. As part of our entitlement designation, every year we are required to submit to HUD our annual action plan with our proposed uses for CDBG funds allocated for the specific year. So we are going through that process. The draft plan was, we had a public participation meeting in June 20th to be exact. And then we did put out our draft plan for public review and comment from June 29th through July 31st. And this is the second public hearing on the matter. And after which we will go to you for approval of our plan for submission to HUD.
Could you do us a favor and please summarize what we're looking at?
Okay, so the plan sets forth a description of activities to be used during fiscal year 22-23. We have been allocated an amount of $170,239. And our proposed projects for fiscal year 22 are public facility improvements at Raul Castro Park to include shading, band shell improvements, and improvements to the multipurpose room within the park.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the council? Then we'll take the public. Thank you. Anybody from the public would like to voice their opinion or comment or? We'll give it another 5 minutes or so and see if anybody shows. Okay, last call. You guys are such good class, nice and quiet, and it's time out, everything. Item number 5, adjournment. May I have a motion? Yes. Is there a second? Motion by Ms. Morales, second by Mrs. Acosta to adjourn this public hearing regarding the CDBG annual action plan. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? We stand adjourned at 5:38. You may all go out for recess now. Let the to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance and remain standing for our invocation by Pastor Pete Cordova, the First Assembly of God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, the liberty and the
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor and members of the council and all the public that is here. Let us go to the Lord in a word of prayer right now. God, I thank you so much for our leaders, for our mayor, for our council members. Lord, I pray this evening that as they conduct the business of the city, you would give them wisdom, you would give them direction, that they would make wise decisions that are a benefit for the city. I thank you for their service and the dedication that they have given of themselves to serve. Continue to bless them and lead them and guide them. And God, thank you for this city, this beautiful city of Douglas that I've learned to love in the years that I've been. And God, bless the city as well. Keep it safe, keep it growing, keep it beautiful. In the precious name of Jesus, we ask. And everyone said, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Item number 4, roll call, please.
Mayor Donald Hewitt. Mayor Pro Tempore Margaret Morales. Councilmember Mitch Lindemann.
Here.
Councilmember Tanya Acosta.
Present.
Councilmember Ray Shelton. Councilmember Ray Shelton. Councilmember Michael Valdenegro.
Present.
Councilmember Jose Grijalva.
Here.
City Manager Ana Urquijo.
Present.
City Attorney Dennis Fitzgibbons.
Present.
City Treasurer Luis Pedrosa.
Present.
And Mr. Mayor, I believe Councilmember Ray Shelton is connected. I think he's just muted.
That's a good place to keep him. Welcome. It's great. It's great to see all these wonderful faces at a council meeting. We'll try to get this over with as quick as possible so you can get out of here. So we'd like to move to item number 5, which is presentation of awards. We have hopefully representation of a couple of our youth leagues here that went very far in this year's summer activity. One is the Little League Majors that ended up being the District 8 champions. They even went all the way over to Nogales and spanked Nogales at Nogales, and that's always a good thing. So if any of those young men are here today, if you'd please come forward. I know we got one. He's gonna represent our.
Councilmember Shelton. Are you on the line?
Not yet, okay. Okay, and then we'd also like to recognize the young ladies who are the Pony Softball World Tournament participants. All please come forward.
You're fine, you're fine.
Well, here, let me put this one right there.
I just want to be on behalf of all the ladies who put in their hard work and dedication. I want to thank the mayor for the fine softball. And also, I got something with science. We're gonna give them a maternity even smaller. One of our- Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it a bit from that. Yeah. Down in front.
All this from right here, come over here. That's bottom. No one needs that.
All right, let's go over here. Two shots, and then turn, you.
Thank you.
Everybody's gonna come back with a picture now. Take another one.
I still got it.
You know, representing Douglas as a youth is one of my fondest memories, and I apologize for getting a little personal on you. But back in oh shoot, it was 1974, I believe. And we won the state tournament. It's also up in Winslow. I had to come back from the losers bracket and beat the home team twice, and ended up in San Luis Obispo for the Western Regionals. And one of the best experiences that I've ever had in my life. So cherish this moment, you young people. You have friends that you'll always have for the rest of your life, and it's a great experience. And more than anything, I heard great things about you guys, the way you represented Douglas. Every time it amazes me when I talk to people outside this community and they come in contact with our youth, they say how great they are. And I tell them that's because we're a family community. So don't ever forget that, and always keep doing your best. And let's see, state championship, how many years from now? What, 5 or 6 years from now, we'll get a state championship out of you? Fair enough. Okay. Thank you very much. And you're welcome to stay or leave. It's up to you, but thank you. We'll take it. Oh, I'm sorry. If they're still out there.
If they're still out there.
Yeah, dude.
A young lady.
Yeah, it's got one more. Just like that.
At least it was cupcakes in there.
We do have one more very important presentation to make, which is item 5C. To our representative for the Arizona Legion Auxiliary Arizona Girls State, the American Legion Auxiliary Arizona Girls State. And we'd like to invite, if she's here, Ms. Isabella Smith to come up as our representative. And again, I heard nothing but good things about this fine young lady and the way she represented Douglas. Just come on up here. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. But Girls State has been going on for quite a few years, and in fact, or 75 years. And now there's over 25,000 participants in this program. And this is one special one from our hometown of Douglas. And again, I heard from Ms. McClary, nothing but great things. I heard from Ms. Owen, nothing but great things about your participation and how you showed your leadership capabilities and also how you represented Douglas well. So I present to you this year's Arizona American Legion Auxiliary Arizona Girls State Representative Isabella Smith. Want me with the jersey without? Thank you. It's good to see you, Dr. and Mrs. Gomez. Take care.
Thank you again.
We'll move on to agenda item 6, persons wishing to address the council in writing or verbally on any item not on the agenda. Ms. Andrade?
Yes.
First, we have Mr. Helfrich. If you please come forward and address us. Complete with handouts. All right. Thank you.
Steve Helfrich, Studio Architecture, 1303 F Avenue. I've got the McLean Hotel underway. We're close. We've been working on it a year and a half. Maybe by the fall, we'll be able to have you over and go through the space.
Wonderful.
My properties in Phoenix have been resolved, and I'm here in Douglas full time. Good and bad. I just wanted to talk about the port just a little bit. and I want to help you guys because I do have a certain amount of expertise in this. If you look at the handout, the last page was dated actually August 2019. And when I first came in, when I first landed, I was hot, really crazy, I can do all this stuff. And this is what I put together for the plan. Because I didn't understand why the port was out where it was. And then the last sheet is 3 years later, what I began to understand about the town and the implications of the port. And I just want to make sure that what I'm looking for is leadership from the council. I think I think that with the Phelps Dodge slag heap in the middle of the two, what we're really getting is 2 ports and 2 towns. And I really think you guys have to, this is an inflection point, a hinge point for the town. And I really think that it's critical for now that everybody knows what's going on. That you guys know that we're really setting this up. And if Freeport McMoran doesn't agree to move that slag heap out and remediate that, I think that it's irresponsible for the town to encourage any kind of growth in that direction. I think it should go towards the airport. I think that slag heap is toxic, and I think it could possibly be radioactive. And I think our chip is the port land, and I think we should not give that up easily. And I think we need to make sure that they understand that we have a problem. Douglas has a problem, and the job was only half done. It was only half done when they tore the smelter down. And then if it's the port that's going to be there, then fine, then we need a bypass. Because the mining trucks come down 80 from Portal. And then they basically turn right here. And if the idea was to get the mining trucks out of the town, which is what I was told, and the toxic chemicals, then we need to have a bypass, or we need to have an agreement with the state to bring it down 191. And then I think we need a master drainage plan. We need flood control. We need flood control more than we need the port. And then we need a road system. We've got to take all this land that is basically rural parcels and convert it into commercial property. So we need roads, and we need right of ways, and I need the council to be on it. Tomorrow, there is a meeting. The environmental impact study is going to be tomorrow on the GSA. And I think we need, I don't know if I'm going to stand up and say this in their meeting, but I know you guys. I think it was the children right here is who are doing this for. We're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for those so they can have a clean life in 50 years and not die of diseases that are produced by the chemicals that are in the slag or in the water and in the air. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hovers. Appreciate that. And again, I would encourage you tomorrow to come to, it's at the visitor center. The meeting he's talking about is tomorrow at 4 p.m. from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Douglas Visitor Center, where we'll have representatives from the government services administration there, and they'll listen to input from the community. So hopefully see you there. Thank you. Ms. Aida Ann Pedrego, please.
Good evening, Mayor and Council people. My name is Ida Pedrego, and I reside at 1815 East Fifth Street. Today, I hadn't been present for the last, I've missed a couple of meetings, but I wanted to express my feelings and not just my own. I wanted to thank Ms. Urquijo for the hiring of Jennifer Smith And I wanted to give her accolades because of the work that she has been providing the community. And I feel that sometimes the administration doesn't know the hard work that she puts in. And I feel that because of the position that she's in, we have been able to be doing like Food Truck Fridays, working, and she's trying to bring us together as a group. As you know, we have several groups throughout the community, and all of us have the same vision, but are working in different parts. She's trying to bring us together, and not only does she bring us together, she encourages us and motivates us. And the most important part, she supports us. I think she brings much of what we want to you, and things are happening. And I hope, and I have seen several of you there. I saw you once, Mayor, and I wanted to say thank you for our Food Truck Fridays. And we hope to continue. But I did want to say thank you very much because, you know, it takes good leadership to accomplish these things. And I really feel like our community is on the right path. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pedregon. Item number 7, discussion decision on approval of consent agenda items. Item A, monthly expenditure report for July 2022 totaling $1,855,378.14. Item B, meeting minutes for May 23 and June 8, 2022. And the following appointments. Item C, Fire Public Safety Retirement Board reappointments of Frank Stevens. Merit System Board reappointments of Frank Guerrero, Gilbert Aguilar, and Frank Stevens, and Merit System Board appointment of Mark Wilkinson. Police Public Safety Retirement Board reappointment of Frank Stevens. Program Coordinating Committee resignation of Mario Merino, and Program Coordinating Committee appointment of Ana Maria Samaniego, retroactive to July 1, 2022. May I have a motion, please? Yes, Ms. Morales.
Consent agenda items A through C as presented.
Is there a second?
Mayor,
Second, Mr. Lindeman, please.
if I may, I would like to pull item C off for a little bit of discussion.
Please. So we'll take item C separately. Thank you, Mr. Lindeman. So we'll vote on item 7A, which is a monthly expenditure report for July 2022 totaling $1,855,378.14 and the meeting minutes for May 23 and June 8, 2022. Roll call, please, for those two items.
Councilmember Lindeman,
Yes,
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro,
Yes.
Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tempore Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Now we'll take item 7C, the appointments that I mentioned shortly ago. Mr. Lindeman?
thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to ask a couple of questions on appointments. First of all, are these, all these that are prospective appointments to our committees, residents of the city? And my other query is the if the ordinance doesn't specify that future appointments should be residents of the city, I think we should look into that and possibly make that a requirement. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, may I have a motion for item 7C? Yes, Ms. Morales.
Consent agenda item 7C.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morales, second by Mr. Grijalva. Is that you? Or
Mayor.
Mr. Baldanegro?
Mayor, are the prospective appointments all residents of the city?
I believe so, but let me check. Ms. Andrade, do you know?
Mayor, members of the council, our HR manager will confirm. Ms. Rocio Pedrosa.
Good evening, members of the council. As far as I'm concerned, yes, we asked if they were, and we checked with Mr. Guerrero, Mr. Stevens and Mr. Wilkins. Is there someone particularly in question that might not be living in city limits?
No, I didn't have a specific question. It was just in my mind that I don't believe the ordinance states specifically that they should be. And so I think that that should be a requirement to have our board appointees, member or residents of our community.
I'd like to ask staff to look into that and bring back to us any of the ordinances that set up these committees that do not require that, and we'll consider them at a future date.
Absolutely. We will definitely do that. Thank you. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Pedrosa.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro,
Yes.
Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Morales.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8, discussion decision on approvals. Item A, resolution number 22-1511, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the intergovernmental agreement between the city of Douglas and the Douglas Unified School District number 27 for purposes of providing paramedic / EMT and animal control internship / externship experience to high school students in the city of Douglas. Mr. Kiko?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ms. Pedrosa will handle it. Thank you.
We have been doing this IGA with the school since 2012, so it helps some of the students that want to intern. Is this is specifically for the fire department and police? So it's either the EMT or paramedic programs, and also with the animal shelter. The last IGA that we had lapsed in 2022, May of this year, I'm sorry. And the new one that the board, school district board already passed will lapse in May of 2025.
Thank you. May I have a motion, please? Yes,
I move that the mayor and council approve resolution 22-15.
is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Baldanegro, second by Mrs. Acosta to approve resolution number 22-1511. Any questions or comments? Do we know approximately how many students we have participating?
And the
sometimes?
averages, it changes, but usually is about 1 to 2 in the area.
Good. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Mr. Baldanegro.
I'd like to ask the chief, the police chief and the fire chief, if these individuals with the internship, do they have a ride along program? Do they ride along a fire truck, police officer on duty?
For police is with the animal shelter, so they intern at the shelter. Yes. Not for, right. And they do have those programs available for anyone that wants to do it, not necessarily in the internships. Mhm.
Thank you. Roll-
Mr. Ma-
Yes, please. Ms. Costa.
Just as, is there any way to maybe open up other departments to internships such as this?
We could, the school is the one that or requested, I'm sorry, those
Okay.
2 areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe reach out to them and see
Mhm.
if they'd be interested in other facets of the city.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro, Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Morales. Mr. Mayor,
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8B, discussion decision on resolution number 22-1512. A resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, approving the annual action plan fiscal year 2022 for the CDBG program for the city of Douglas. Ms. Gonzalez, do you have anything to add to that? I think we're all here earlier. Any questions for Ms. Gonzalez? May I have a motion? Yes, Ms. Morales.
The mayor's council approve resolution number 22-1512.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Morales, second by Mrs. Acosta to approve resolution number 22-1512. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro, Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tempore Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8C, discussion decision on resolution number 1513, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the execution of an amendment to building lease agreement between the city of Douglas and Arizona Board of Regents to continue to provide space for the Douglas Animal Shelter located at 2017 Rogers Avenue in the city of Douglas, Arizona. Chief?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. This amendment is for a 12-month extension to the existing building lease agreement, which will expire on August 11th, 2022, which will be at a monthly base rent of $3,121.80. As stated, the Douglas Animal Shelter is located at 2017 Rogers Avenue in a facility currently owned by the Arizona Board of Regents on behalf of the University of Arizona. The city entered into a building lease agreement with the Arizona Board of Regents in August 2015 for an initial 5-year term. Last year, mayor and council approved a 1-year extension at the accepted monthly rate of $3,060.09 with the option to renew for 1 additional year. Staff is recommending a 1-year extension, which includes a 2% increase, again for the new rate of $3,121.80. All other terms, covenants, and conditions of the original lease remain the same. This extension will provide staff an opportunity to consider long-term options and continue to work on creating a mutually beneficial partnership with the University of Arizona without disruption of animal control services. Staff recommends approval of this amendment.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Valdenegro. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Valdenegro, second by Mrs. Acosta to approve resolution number 22-1513. I know it's not part of the agenda, but could you have staff update us about the building project and on where you're at for our own animal control center sometime?
Do you want to cover that?
No, not at this meeting because it's not on the agenda. But if you could update us sometime regarding that.
All right.
I don't want Mr. Fitzgibbon to get it all excited at us.
No, Mr. Mayor, I think it's, you could, Mr. Mayor, I think you could bootstrap it since this is the lease of the animal shelter. If Chief could give you a brief update, council can figure out how long they're going to need this lease.
Thank you for stretching that for us. Chief or Mr. Pedrosa?
So really, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, just briefly, we do have a firm that is working on developing a proposal for a separate facility for animal control services. We haven't seen the product as of yet, but we do expect something soon.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Grijalva,
Yes.
Councilmember Valdenegro.
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton. Councilmember Acosta.
Yes.
Councilmember Lindemann.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tempore Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8D, discussion decision on resolution number 22-1514. A resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the execution of a service agreement renewal between the city of Douglas and Southeastern Arizona Governments Organization, SEGO, in the amount of $35,000 to be used in the transit program to maintain services for the elderly and disabled individuals in the city of Douglas and surrounding community. Please.
Mayor, Council, this is the service agreement renewal between the city of Douglas and the SEGO, the Southeast Arizona Government's organization, in the amount of $35,000. This is going to be used in the transit program to provide transportation for our elderly or disabled, so they can go to clinics, shopping, pharmacies, banks, so they can go around in the city and the surrounding community.
Excellent. Thank you. May I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mrs. Costa.
I move that mayor and council approve resolution number 22-1514.
Is there a second? Motion by Mrs. Acosta, second by Mr. Baldanegro to approve resolution number 22-1514. Any questions or comments?
Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Lindeman, please.
I'm just wondering that it's a fantastic thing that we can offer this service free. And I would hope that that would continue, but I would question how long can we go?
Please, if you'd like
Is
to,
there a question?
do you have an idea?
No.
Of how long do you think we're going to be able to maintain this for free?
It's for yearly contract that we renew. So the next year we will be asking again Siegel for the amount. So we can provide the service for a year.
To cover our cost.
The cost, yes.
Okay.
Hopefully indefinitely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Well, I almost qualified a ride for free, so I'm getting close, getting close.
You're all good.
We are.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Grijalva,
Yes.
Councilmember Montenegro.
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Lindemann.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tempore Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8E, discussion decision on resolution number 22-1515. A resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Douglas, Cochise County, Arizona, authorizing the acceptance of a grant funding in the amount of $3,500 from the Legacy Foundation of Southeast Arizona for the installation of ADA compliant gaming tables at Castro Park. Ms. Baritza?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, council members. The city of Douglas applied to the Legacy Foundation for a funding request to purchase ADA compliant gaming tables to be installed at Castro Park. These are chess and checkerboard tables and would be permanent structures. The main focus of this project is to eliminate health disparities within our community by providing a welcoming and inclusive space for people of all abilities to have access to amenities that will lead to a better quality of life.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Mayor,
Yes, Ms. Acosta.
I move that mayor and council approve resolution number 22-1515.
Is there a second? Motion by Mrs. Acosta, second by Mr. Baldanegro to approve resolution number 22-1515. If I remember right, we applied once before to a different agency and were unsuccessful. And I just want the public to know that we don't, when we see a need for something, we just don't let it lay, and we got turned down, so forget about it. They saw the need, they went out and looked for other funding sources, and I want to compliment staff on doing that because it is a priority that we do offer this opportunity to members in our community. Any other questions or comments?
Mayor, if I may also,
Please.
happy to introduce for those of you that haven't met and to the community, Daritza Villalobos, our grants coordinator, and she hit the ground running. And this is her first presentation to council. So I just wanted to state that and thank her for her presentation.
The first of many more.
First of many.
Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta.
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Montenegro.
Yes.
Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tempore Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 8F, discussion decision on first amendment to option and site easement agreement with T-Mobile West LLC and Douglas Unified School District DUSD to modify and amend certain provisions of the agreement on the portion of parcel number 410-14-001K located at Copper King Baseball Stadium. Ms. Gonzalez?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. T-Mobile reached out to City of Douglas to propose an amendment to resolution that was adopted back in 2018 for a communications tower. And they want to expand the lease space by 185 square feet to add a generator. And so they are modifying some of the terms of that agreement, which is shown here in the First Amendment. I do want to clarify that we are proposing on Section 3, rent, an increase of $300 per month instead of the $200 per month stated in the document.
Good. May I have a motion? Yes, Mr. Valdenegro.
West LLC, the city of Douglas, and Douglas Unified Hospital, Resolution 18-1279, to install them to include language for access and easement of 1801 Avenue Avenue, Douglas.
Is there a second? Motion by Mr. Valdenegro, second by Mrs. Morales to approve.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, I got a question. Did Councilmember Baldenegro include the amendment of the $300 to correct that? So it's the motion to approve the First Amendment plus amend the First Amendment to have the $300 in it.
I believe that's what Mr. Baldenegro meant to say.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Is that also in concurrence with your second? Thank you. So that's the understanding. Thank you, Mr. Fitzgibbon, for clarifying that. Any questions or comments? From 200. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta.
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro,
Yes.
Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 9A, discussion decision to call for and conduct an executive session for the following items. A, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03 subsection A3, 4, and 7, to consider its position, instruct its representative to obtain legal advice regarding updates related to the potential sale of Douglas Municipal Airport with parcel number 410-01-005, and item B, under the authority of ARS 38-431.03 subsection A3, 4, and 7 to consider its position, instruct its representatives, and obtain legal advice regarding the potential sale and the potential terms thereof relating to city-owned property located at the southwest corner of 15th Street and Van Buren Avenue with parcel number 410-32-121. May I have a motion?
Mayor,
Yes, Ms. Morales.
and the mayor and council adjourned to executive session to discuss items 9A and B.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Morales, second by Mrs. Acosta to adjourn to executive session to discuss items 9A and 9B. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lindemann,
Yes.
Councilmember Acosta,
Yes.
Councilmember Shelton, Councilmember Valdenegro,
Yes.
Councilmember Grijalva.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Morales. Yes. Mr. Mayor.
Mayor votes yes. We adjourn to executive session at 6:43 PM. May I have a motion to adjourn the executive session? Yes, Ms. Morales. Is there a second? Motion by Ms. Morales, second by Mrs. Acosta to adjourn the executive session. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. We're out of executive session at 7:47 PM. Item 10, update on 9A regarding Douglas Municipal Airport with parcel number 410-01-005 and 9B, city property located on the southwest corner of 15th Street and Van Buren with parcel number 410-32-121. I'd like to notice that we have a request to speak on this item. Unfortunately, by Mr. James Whitman. Unfortunately, Mr. Whitman, the agenda item is not noticed for any discussion, just an update. So I apologize for that. On a future meeting, we'll try to be in contact with you so that we can make sure that we can discuss it and you're allowed to speak to the issue. So my apologies at this time, but we'll get you next time.
Mr. Mayor, if I
Yes.
may, I believe that Dennis agreed that we can hear the Mr. Whitman, but without discussion.
I think I'd rather wait and have the opportunity if that's okay. I know you drove a far distance, but if you'd like to address us for 3 minutes, we can accept that. If you'd like to do that. Let's hold off. We can. Because you may not want to address us after I mention what we're gonna do. I apologize. I don't know you, so that's why I don't know how you react, but in relationship to item 9A regarding the Douglas Municipal Airport, we'll be taking no action this evening at all. We will directed staff to continue with the open IFB and taking into consideration all the recent comments that we've had from community regarding the use of the airport. Also instructed staff to continue to pursue the NIPIAS designation by the federal government so that we may be able to receive federal funding for that. And again, keep the IFB open. Just by way of knowledge, we have received 3 proposals so far. And we think there may be more out there. So as this, so that's why we're directing staff to keep it open. So again, no action tonight. And then I anticipate at some date that we'll have these people that are interested come and present to us to their proposals of what envision they have and how it matches up with ours. In regards to item 9B, the property located on the southwest corner of 15th Street and Van Buren Avenue. We instructed staff to, as the high bidder has removed his desire to finalize the purchase of the property, that we've asked staff to enter into negotiations with the second bidder on that property and to be able to see if they're still interested and would meet some requirements that we have as a council. Okay, item 11, city manager report. Mr. Kiko?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. I just want to again remind the public that we have our public scoping meeting tomorrow. GSA will be in town to begin their environmental impact study process and obtain public input for the port of entry project. Part of the requirements, we have a very busy day tomorrow. We are entertaining 2 different groups and tours regarding a port of entry and many visitors from GSA. So we are looking forward to those visits. Just want to make sure that the public remembers that we encourage their attendance in the evening 4 to 7 visitor center. And I just want to thank our leadership staff for all their presentation this evening, for taking on all of the agenda items today. I think it's important that they keep that as part of their professional development, and always appreciative of their ability to step up. We have a great staff. Short and sweet this month, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Item number 12, information, no items and reports from council and future agenda item request. Mr. Grijalva.
Thank you, Mayor. Reminder, commodities distribution this Monday at the food bank. Also, I'm working with staff to have a town hall in Ward 6 for next month. And I'm sure staff will, or council will talk about it. We're going to the League of Cities this month and the first few days of September. I'm looking to give a report on the classes I took, the networking I made. So hopefully not only my report, but also council, with the exception of the mayor. The mayor is going to be running around talking to higher ranking officials the whole time. So we can excuse him from reports, but the rest of us, I think it's important to inform the public how their taxpayer money is being spent. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, Mrs. Acosta.
I was recently appointed to a jail district committee. This committee is going to be receiving information from the Cochise County Sheriff's Office regarding the state of the current jail facilities in the county. So as we get more information, I will be sharing that with everybody. We had our first meeting last Friday, which was a very high level type of information on what the committee is. It's basically, we are being tasked with presenting our recommendation to the Cochise County Board of Supervisors. Once all of the different presentations are done and over with, they're estimating about 7 or 8 meetings and a tour of the jail facilities. So that is my involvement with that, and I'll try to keep everybody informed.
So if you have any input right here, you can offer that. It's a very expensive project that they'll probably be looking at, and it'll be more than likely end up in some type of, I'm guessing it'll end up in some type of taxing district that will be that'll be based on property taxes for to fund the jail. But so if you have any input one way or the other, but I was going to say I encourage you to go visit the jail, but I don't on a visitation basis, not a actual inside, looking at it from the inside out basis, please. Anyone else from the council? Thank you. Item number 13, adjournment. May I have a motion? Ms. Morales,
I move to adjourn.
second,
Second,
by Ms. Acosta, motion by Ms. Morales to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Ayes have it. We stand adjourned at 7:55 PM.